So get ready for your fitness circle assisted side kick and side leg lift series. So do take some time to gently move the body around before you do this series. Gently stretch and mobilise. There are some really lovely warm-up videos on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check those out before you delve into this one, just to give you a little warm-up. Right, so we're doing our side kick, laying on our side, supporting your head. You could pop a cushion underneath your head, between your head and arm. Support your head with your arm here if that feels comfortable. Your heels need to be lined up with your tailbone, holding the ring in front of you, making sure that you lift the waist there so you're not dropping and sinking and creating a scoliosis of the spine. And from here, angle the legs forward. So just straighten them out, and they should be about 45-degree angle there from the body. Flexed feet, keep that waist engaged, try and relax the neck. And the ring is just here to provide a bit of scapular awareness of the shoulder blades on the back. Lift the leg to hip height, that top leg. Sniff, sniff, blow it forwards. Flex foot, pointed toe, blow back. Sniff, sniff forwards. Exhale, blow back. And whenever you exhale, gently press into the ring and feel that increased awareness of what the shoulder blades are doing on the back. You shouldn't be feeling this in the low back because you've got your abdominals nice and strong. Your tailbone isn't tucking or sticking out, just isolating into the hip. 2 more. Exhale back, remember, and we want that ankle movement. That should be 8. Okay, so bring everything back into alignment. We need to get this ring under control to start off with. So line it up with the centre of the mat. Bottom leg inside of the ring. Top leg on top. You don't want your ankle bones to be on the pad, so just slightly above the ankle bones. And do try and give the upper body a little bit of a rest here. Make sure that the hips are stacked, the kneecaps are facing forwards. Point or flex your feet, one or the other's fine. Exhale, squeeze down, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze down. And the whole time this torso is nice and strong. This is 3. Keep the waist lifted. 4. And then 5. Get ready for 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're doing the same pattern with the inside leg lifting. Try not to roll back here. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Gently beating the heels together or towards each other. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Through a pursed lip. Just to tighten those abs at the front. 5. Ready for those little pulses? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently bring yourself back down. Now we need to get both legs inside the circle. So you just bring that top leg in. Hopefully your circles stay put throughout that. And we're going to press the legs apart. So exhale, press, inhale, lower. So the legs won't lift at this point because you're pressing that bottom leg firmly in, keeping the ring on the floor. Exhale, separate, inhale, return. 2 more. Feeling those outside thighs there. Good. Now if you feel able to today, lengthen the legs away from you, press out into the circle, gently lift 1 inch or 2 and then lower. So that's on an exhale. Keep the tummy strong. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. You're just using this hand here to stabilize you. Trying not to round the shoulder forwards, hence why I'm steepling my fingers like this so I can keep my shoulder open. 4, kneecaps facing forward still, and 5. We're going to give you a micro break from that. So release the leg, the top leg, and we're going to trace the circle with the foot. So we're coming forwards and exhale back. Now if that tap back is too much for your low back, just do the trace forwards. So please listen to your lower back. Keep the abdominals tight and strong. We shouldn't be arching the back to reach that toe back. So again, listen to your body, and if that's too much, yes, you may kick the handle occasionally. Good. And make this your last one. So we're going for about 5. Brilliant. So from here, you may need to sit up to rearrange your circle. This may or may not work. Sometimes it does. I'm going to roll that leg back and try and catch the ring between my legs. Oh, it worked today. But sometimes you need to sit up and get it in place. So we've got the hips stacked, kneecaps forwards, waist lifted again, wobble, wobble. Gently squeeze and release. Exhale, squeeze. Now we're not trying to break the ring here. We're just getting those inside thighs working. Just 2 more. Exhale for effort. Inhale, release. Exhale for effort. Inhale, release. Now lengthen those legs away from you, feeling long spine as you gently lift. You may only get the legs up an inch, maybe even a centimetre, or maybe more. But we're not sacrificing our spinal integrity in order to lift the legs. So we're not dipping down into the floor and just losing all that ab control just to lift the legs. And 5. Well done. So you may be feeling you've got a thigh here by this point, so feel free to have a little moment. Have a bit of a stretch out in whatever way works for you. May not be as dramatic as that. And mentally prepare yourself for the second side. As I bring my notes over with me. Right, so we're going for the side kick first. So set yourself up, line up your spine with the front of the mat. Do support the head with the hand. The ankles start lined up with tailbone so that we've got the knees angled forwards, making sure we're not falling back here. Nicely stacked, using the ring for stability here. A little bit of shoulder awareness, and kick those legs forwards. About 45-degree angle away from the body, or from where it would have been in the long line, just forwards there. Lift the top leg, kneecap facing forwards, sniff, sniff, kick forwards, point the toe, below back, press down on the ring. Sniff, sniff forwards. Now because this movement is familiar, I want you to really focus on keeping that leg parallel. So imagine that you were gliding the leg across a frozen lake, and you don't want to make little chips of ice fly off as you glide your leg along the lake. Good. So keeping the shoulder roll back and down and away from the ear. 2 more. And last one. So we're going for 8. I think that was 8. Right, so we've got the underneath leg inside the ring. Feel free to correct me. And the top leg on top. And then we stretch back out, finding that length in the spine, that connection in the abdominals. No, we're not tucking. We're just feeling of length throughout, particularly in the underneath side. It's so easy to just drop into the underneath waist there, isn't it? So pointed or flexed feet, I don't mind. Choose something and make those feet active and involved. Kneecaps facing forwards, exhale, squeeze down, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze down, smile sweetly, inhale, release. This may be your trickier side. We do tend to start with the easier side. Good, and 10 little bounces. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Now we lift the lower leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. There's just a small press down of the top leg just to stabilise the ring against that movement. Exhale, lift. Are your kneecaps still facing forwards? Are you relaxing your neck? So make sure you place your device somewhere where you don't have to look up towards it. Ready for the pulses? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And, ooh, extra spasm on there for me. And then release. Got a bit excited. Right, so both legs are going inside the ring. Top leg. Hopefully the ring behaves for you. Right, so we squeeze the legs apart and then release. Squeeze the legs apart and release. On an exhale, keeping the abdominals engaged. Feeling we've got some corsetry going on here. Whatever colour you like. Exhale, separate. And last one. Okay, are you ready? We're going to lift the legs, even a teeny bit. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Just 3 more. Keeping that shoulder quiet and away from the ear. And last one. a little change. Remember that tracing of the circle, kneecap forwards to really get into glute med here. Inhale forwards and exhale tap back. Can you tell I find it harder on this side? Inhale forward, exhale, eek, tap back. Oh, inhale forward, exhale tap back. This is 3 and we're going to 5. This is 4. Good, hold on. Scream if you want to go faster. I wouldn't mind faster because it will be over. There you go. Right. Did you survive too? So we're going to roll that back leg, top leg back, and try and scoop the ring into place. If it didn't work, don't worry. Just sit up, rearrange that circle, and get ready to go. Shoulders quiet, abdominals connected. So we're squeezing the circle and then we're releasing. Both legs squeeze in, but we're keeping that bottom leg down for now. Both kneecaps facing forwards. You might have a tendency to roll in or out with that kneecap. So keep an eye on that. And one more. Good. So gently squeeze the circle. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Float those legs up as if it's no effort at all. Good. This is 4. Release. And this is 5. Release it down. How does your hip feel? Energized perhaps? Ready for a gentle stretch? Quickest and easiest way you can do this is just to sit with the feet wide, the knees wide, and give yourself a little rock and roll, and that will ease through the hip, particularly if you find a nice roll through there, and I'm sure you have stretches that you love to do that feel good as well. So feel free to add those on afterwards. So give yourself rest in between doing these exercises. I would definitely not do that every day, particularly if you're a beginner. Give yourself rest days. And if the amount of reps I've given you here are a little bit too many for you at the moment, feel free to count to 3, wait until the next section, and work your way up to the amount of sets that I've demonstrated here. Okay, feel free to ask if you've got any questions. Okay, bye-bye.